Hey guys, what's up? This is Matt Davis Media once again. Welcome back to another movie review, aka After I Saw This Time. It is on Ocean's 8, the fourth installment in the Ocean series. This is basically starting up what is supposedly going to be a new trilogy for the Ocean series. And this stars an all-female cast, including Sandra Bullock, who I really enjoyed in a lot of movies. Speed and Gravity are two of my favorite movies of hers. It also stars Kate Blanchett, Anne Hathaway, Helena Bonham Carter, excuse me, Mindy Kaling. I think she was in, the Mindy Project, the TV series. I mean, her name's Mindy. And Rihanna, and so Debbie, who is the sister of Danny Ocean from the first three Oceans films, puts together a team of unstoppable crooks to pull off the heist of the century. Their goal is New York City's annual Met Gala and a necklace worth in excess of $150 million. And I was looking forward to this movie. Now, I know I said I was going to review the Oceans films before I saw this film. I just didn't have the time. I did watch the first Oceans movie last night, and it was really good. And hopefully next week I can review the Oceans trilogy, even though I'm already reviewing this film. But yeah. And unlike those films, this is an all-female cast, which I don't think that many people were happy about, kind of like the new Ghostbusters film. And if you're wondering, no, my opinion has not changed on the new Ghostbusters. I still didn't think the movie was that bad. I'm probably going to get roasted in the comments for saying that, but hey, at least I didn't say it was better. But anyways, but you see, this wasn't as controversial, and it wasn't a despising decision for that didn't really make much sense, but overall, I had a good time with the film. I didn't think this movie was great. Didn't think this movie was bad. I thought it was, for the most part, solid. Performances from all the actresses they all do a great job. The direction from Gary Ross is pretty good for the most part, and except this film does have a lot of similar stuff to the first Oceans film, basically the first Oceans film, although I haven't seen Oceans 12 or 13 yet, but I'll talk about those films when I actually have the time to watch them. And for the most part, performances are very well done. It does have some comedic humor, and the comedic humor I thought fit with the film just right. Some of it works, some of it doesn't. For the most part, the audience was laughing at the humor that was going on. I chuckled a little bit, but it doesn't really bring in anything new for the Oceans trilogy, or not the trilogy, the Oceans franchise. It doesn't really bring in anything new. It doesn't change up the story. It's basically just like the first Oceans film, except with women, and they're trying to take jewelry. They're trying to steal jewelry. But the film, to me, I still thought was pretty solid. Like I said, casting was good, and I thought it was, for the most part, entertaining. But the fact that it didn't really bring in anything new, that it's just trying to recapture stuff in the first film, really has me wondering, are two more sequels even necessary? Well, I guess, because here's the thing, I thought this would kind of be like a prequel, because, it's Ocean's 8, 9, 10... I thought it would be like before the first Oceans movie, but no, this takes place like this is after the first three Oceans films. And there's a reason for that, but I'm not going to spoil it for you. But the film is supposed to be doing a pretty decent amount at the box office. Total of maybe $40 million this upcoming weekend. When I did see this movie, there was a pretty big audience, so it has me thinking that they're probably going to get those sequels out sooner. But, I'm not in a big, super excited for them, but like I said before, top-notch performances really solid, actually. I could say Sandra Bullock, in my opinion, gives one of her best performances. It isn't her best movie, by far. No, far from it. But, I say the runtime is acceptable. It's only an hour and 50 minutes long. It's a bit shorter than the other three Ocean's films, but I mean, the first film I thought was more entertaining. That which I forgot to mention that is a remake of an original film which I did not know of. At least I don't think. But I thought Steven Soderbergh, the original director of the film, did a really great job. He knew exactly how to make a remake. That might have been the only remake he did. I don't know. I mean, I've seen many of his other films like Logan Lucky and his new film Unsane. There might have been a few more that he made that I might have heard of, but I think he might have directed Ocean's 12. I'm not sure if he directed Ocean's 13. I'm gonna have to check that one out. But overall, Ocean's 8, I was pretty satisfied with. It's not a film I would watch multiple times, and the ending, it was an acceptable ending, but it might raise like a few questions. Like it wasn't not really an ending I was expecting. Like it has me knowing that there is going to be another film. I mean, so far it isn't doing that bad. I'm not sure how much this film went on for its budget, like how much this film cost to make, but for the most part, I could say it's a good watch. It's not a bad movie, but really, it just felt a bit too much like the original Ocean's film. It felt like maybe like another remake, but it isn't. It's part of the Ocean's franchise. But overall, I could say I thought it was enjoyable. I'm gonna give it a 3.5 out of 5. So yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching. Oh boy, I cannot wait for Incredibles 2 next week. I really hope that satisfies because you don't know how long we have waited for that. Hopefully I'll have new videos out next week. Like I said before, I'll probably review the Ocean's trilogy, even though I already reviewed this film. I just can't wait to go back to my original house. I've been missing it. I know it's only been a week, but you know, I just can't wait to be back in my house. I mean, I really enjoy being in this house with my dad, but that's a different story. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys. Sorry, the mouse. I'll see you guys later. Word out.